want, we're going to give it to them for free. So I don't know why they're not contacting us back. A lot of these big companies, they just don't seem to really have people skills. So it is what it is here. But you guys see our BitBoy Bombers team right here. BitBoy Bombers 1-0. We did win our first softball game last night. And I will say I did turn 2 double plays.
Hey,
so
yeah, the defense looks pretty strong. Yeah. I mean, you got a couple little, bobbles there, little unforced errors, but you cleaned that up. You guys looking good.
Yeah, you were impressed.
I was.
You didn't think we were going to be good, which I'm really surprised at.
I thought you guys were going to be good. I was you got a lot of good players.
We have 4 college athletes on our team.
Yeah, you just forget how many good athletes we have here.
Yeah. So pretty good. We did win. We're getting new hats made. We're going to get hats so we all have the same hats. You see, we're all wearing our individual hats. That's no good. I can't have that.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us here on Instagram, BitBoy_crypto. Of course, dad jokes for the win. I did post the same BitBoy Bombers photo, which TJ actually took. TJ came to our game last night.
Look at that.
Yeah, I was impressed with TJ coming. All right, looking at the markets here, see what's going on here. Look at this, man. Look at this. We are almost back to $2 trillion.
Wow.
Almost back to $2 trillion in the market. It could happen today. I think we briefly did go over it yesterday. The volume back up, 110 billion. And here's the interesting thing about the volume. We've only been seeing the volume move up on dumps lately, up until the last week. And now we're seeing the volume rising on increases in the Bitcoin price, which is definitely good. Bitcoin dominance up a hair. It was 41.7, I believe, yesterday, 41.8. For 23.5 Paraguays, you can send an ETH transaction.
Did you see Do Kwon's tweet this morning? It was pretty good. He's hard. It's hard not to like. He's pretty funny. He said,
you got to have people on your side when you're facing the SEC.
Yeah. He said, please short Bitcoin for my familia.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Is he really? God, what was that guy's name? What was the guy's name? Do you remember on Twitter? He's still on Twitter. I think it was a Crypto Owen Wilson's alt account. It wasn't like Pepe. It was a Hispanic name, and he spoke in broken English on purpose.
I know who you're talking about.
Lupe.
Yeah,
It sounds like a Lupe tweet.
It did.
Lupe in 2018 was like the most fun thing.
Yeah.
And then it kind of I think it went just the way the dinosaurs.
So I guess this is the Do Kwon pump.
This is the Do Kwon pump.
Yeah.
Let's see what he said here. He got interviewed. Maybe we should reach out to get him on the channel.
Yeah.
Please short BTC for me familia. Bullish on the shorts. Okay. Well, I followed him now. So.
And then I know we covered it. That big bet. It was it million or $10 million?
It went up to 10 million.
That's what I thought. And do you remember the terms of it? Because the other guy commented there. He's like, I won't even be mad if I lose this bet.
It was that the price of Luna would be higher.
Oh, that's right.
Than it was on that date in exactly 1 year.
12 months, yeah.
In 12 months, yeah. So pretty interesting bet there.
It will be.
See what happens. You guys will see with our Terra Luna video, we thought we had more, but we did not get more. We have a much smaller amount than we would like. They're calling this an anaconda shirt. I'm calling it I think it's a rattlesnake. Don't you guys think it's a rattlesnake? So, okay. All right, let's move on here. Looking at the rest of the market. We got Ethereum at 31 now. Look at that. Wait, is this right? Did this just happen? Mm-hmm. Holy smokes. We just shot above 43.
Yeah.
We're at 43,700 right now. Wow. That just shot up pretty dramatically here. Let's just take a look at TradingView.
Pushing 44 if you're looking at TradingView. Wow. 43,952 right now.
This is the that's the hour. That's the hourly chart. Wow, look at that. Look at this hour. Wow, this thing has really been moving. Let's just check out the daily chart here. Daily chart. Man.
Looking good.
Looking pretty good. I mean, you could really.
At 45 is going to be.
Wow.
We can flip that into support.
Well, look, we got Frankie's made this box here that starts right at 44.1, and that's almost exactly what we bounced off of there. So you can see this is a resistance level. So we'll bring Frankie on here. Let me cover these two stories. Let's actually go ahead and bring Frankie up because the price did just move.
Yeah.
Let's actually bring him up to look at these charts now because I think this is important since it just pumped like this.
Good.
So let's go ahead and do that. This is a little different plan here.
Pivot.
Here, Frank, here you go.
Hi, Ben.
Slithering away.
Hi, Frank.
What's going on, everybody? We're pumping. We're pumping. I will say this: be careful with your shorts. Do
you think we're going to see a shorts explosion?
We could see a short explosion very soon. But yeah, guys, I did see a pretty good short setup. I did get scam wicked out of it. But hey, we're pumping. So, you can't hate on that. So, yeah, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin here. Let's go ahead. I'm really going to talk about the weekly that much. We'll just say, money flow is starting to come back up. And the VWAP, you could see it right there, that yellow VWAP wave. You could finally, it's actually visible. We are on the up. So this is starting to look much better than it used to in the recent past. But these longer time frames are starting to look really good. I mean, here, the 5-day aggressively coming up with the money flow, very good. And then we'll just work our way down here. 4-day money flow coming up very, very nicely. 3-day, same thing. I mean, just straight up with the money flow. Longer time frames looking very, very good. And the daily, obviously, in the green with the money flow. And now we are starting to approach the top of this ascending triangle. This is the moment. This is the moment that I have personally been waiting for, coming up to test this resistance range, which is acting as the top of our ascending triangle. This is the point. Trade-wise, I will say that I am looking for a scalp short off of this level right here. I have been waiting for us to come here for, so scalp short, nothing. I'm not shorting it because I think it's going down, to 20K. Just a nice little scalp short. Chances of us seeing resistance here are pretty high, even if it's just a nice little healthy, healthy dip before we break out. So just wanted to point that out. But this is the level, guys. This is the resistance range that we need to break. And if we can pop up here, this is starting to look good. And with the way the longer time frames are looking, they're starting to look pretty good. So I think there's a good chance that we can, we tested this area once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Maybe the 5th time is the charm here. And you guys know, if you watch the channel, our target is up here at the golden pocket at around 55K. So I think once we flip this 45K area into support, we could start working our way up to 48. Might see some resistance there, but if we could flip that, we are on our way to this 55K level. In which case, obviously, when we get there, we're gonna have to see what the charts look like and assess if we could come higher. But we were talking about this yesterday. I don't think it's impossible to hit all-time highs by the end of the year. I'm not saying 100% definitely going to happen, but I don't think it's impossible.
It's realistic. It just seems realistic at this point. Yeah. Not that this is a tweet I made on Twitter.
I think that's where you tweet, right?
I said, it now looks realistic that we could get to all-time highs. Not yet probable, but it looks realistic.
Yes.
At this point. And I'm just kind of sitting here thinking with my brain, about the bear market 2018, 2019. What we could be looking at here is we could look at going back up to 55,000, then having one more heavy move down, and then going back up. And what that would mean is that we could be looking at kind of a sped up version of the bear market, an extremely sped up version where right now, if we were to go back up to 55, it would almost be like when over the summer, we were talking about the other day, TJ, over the summer of 2019, where we shot back up to 14K. And then came back down. And of course, I don't know how the pandemic scam wick will play into this whole thing, but that would kind of put us heading into kind of that summer of 2019, which was the last throes of the bear market.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do think, let me just give you guys an idea of, how I think something like that could play out. Let me grab my brush tool here, right?
Yeah, they're talking about my close-up, TJ.
I know.
We keep forgetting to fix it.
Well, no, it just, yeah.
It's just my face. My face is so big.
You got a good face, Ben.
Thank you.
It's a good face. So one of the best faces around. But yeah, so I think if we could pop up, crack this resistance level, turn it into support, assuming that we can get up to this 55K range, right? This is where I would be looking to put in some shorts, right? And if, not to say that we can't break through it, but if we were to see something like you were talking about, Ben, I do think that it's possible, right? That we could come up here and then, come down, start dumping. and, you know, come back down to retest and take out these lows down here. We have another golden pocket level here, which was our target if we were to break out of this triangle to the downside. And we could come down here and take out these summer lows before coming back up. So that's you know, shorts up here, longs down here is kind of what I'm, you know, what's going through my mind right now. So I think we could see something like that play out. But yeah, you know, definitely we're in good shape here. Longer time frames look good coming up to this really important resistance level at the top of this ascending triangle. Very, very exciting. You know, starting to see some of these alts go. You know, very refreshing to see since we've, you know, it seemed like forever that we were going sideways and we were bearish for so long. But let's just go ahead and take a look at ETH here for a second, guys. The break out of this symmetrical triangle, ETH is looking really good. Wow, probably, yeah. I mean, this is
a breakout.
Yeah, this is a breakout. And you know, I always tell people if you're looking to trade breakouts, what a lot of people do is let me come down to like the 2 hours so we can zoom in a little bit here. You know, what a lot of people will do is they see the breakout and they try to trade it here. Right. And a lot of times you'll hold it and then you wind. Most of the time when you have a breakout like this, I always tell people to wait for the breakout, let it go, don't FOMO in, right? And then wait for the retest of the resistance. This happens more often than not. And then this is where you would want to enter your breakout trade, right? So that's just important. I do like to point that out. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful breakout of this ascending, symmetrical triangle.
What is it? Can you pull up the Bitcoin to Ethereum chart? What is that looking like right now?
Let's see. BTC.
You got to go the other way. You got to go ETH BTC.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see kind of what that.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see.
What that ratio looks like. So 0.07.
So it's climbing. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's the 8 hour. Can we look at the daily?
This is the 8 hour. Pull the daily.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That looks like also
Boom.
A breakout here.
Yep. Money flow coming into the green. Didn't get that daily crossover on the ETH BTC chart yet. But there, I mean, actually, that is a crossover. Just crossed over right there. So very early on that crossover. But yeah, guys, things look good. ADA at $1.17. I mean, I've been waiting for ADA to get over $1 for quite some time. Yeah. Didn't know if it was going to happen again, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, everything looks pretty good. Like I said, as far as Ethereum goes, I am looking at this resistance level right here. You can see we actually are approaching it right now. Probably going to see some resistance here. However, you know, nothing too crazy. I don't think we're going to dump down like crazy off of this, but looking to see some resistance here. But guys, things are looking good. We're pumping. Let's enjoy it. Feeling good. Follow me at Frankie Candles on YouTube. Bing.
Bong. Let's go. All right, boys.
That was good.
Somebody said, did Ben kill a snake or did a snake eat him? Wait, what? Yeah, they're saying my head is poking out of the snake's mouth, I think is what they're saying. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on here. Like I said, we will have DZ coming up to do at least some of the show, maybe the rest of the show, depending on how my Bloomberg interview goes at 12. So we have Free Church Press says, it tested 40K over and over, stopped playing. I think we tested 45K once, I think, in the last several months, and it did go down. They caught Ben chugging all that sugar. What does that mean?
Bang, it's sugar-free.
Bang, sugar-free, you idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know your energy drinks? Get out of here. If you don't drink energy drinks, I just don't want you in here. Sorry. You can stay. Bitcoin almost clears 43.5K. Now we have, with Terra, $125 million Bitcoin buy-ins gathering pace. Are we seeing Bitcoin moving up because Terra's starting to make these buys?
Or people just pricing that in. You know,
I would say probably a combination of both, to be honest with you.
There was a funny, though, if you'd like to leverage trade, somebody made a good point. It's like, oh, so we just watch this address now and just market leverage long every time we see it getting ready to buy.
Interesting.
May not be a bad strategy.
Showing some strength right now. We got Binance Coin at 413, XRP at 85 cents, Cardano at $1.18. Luna actually down for the day, which, I don't know, maybe they're selling off Luna to buy Bitcoin. That's not how they're doing it, I guess. That wouldn't make sense.
I have no idea.
Solana, 6%, Avalanche, $87. Biggest gainers. Let's check it out. Axie Infinity moving again. Dogecoin moving again. That's really bullish. Dogecoin usually leads a lot of these pumps. And what by leading, I mean, if Dogecoin starts going up, it's sometimes in the history of Bitcoin, it's been a sign
kind of
Bitcoin will move after.
Kind of like Ethereum Classic.
Exactly.
Very
Ethereum
similar.
Classic for Ethereum as well. You know, we've been talking about that out of the Ethereum Classic. While we're not bullish on Ethereum Classic, that's bullish for the crypto markets. Cardano up 10%. OKB. Aave starting to make a comeback, you know, right after we dumped it out of the portfolio. So that is great news.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What was the other story here? Crypto market cap approaches 2 trillion. It's got to be very close right now. Just get the latest number. Oh, it just dropped a little bit, 1.987. So it's definitely heading back towards 2 trillion. Over the past week, Bitcoin's had a consistent price increase, helping to lead a rebound in the crypto market, seeing Ethereum, Cardano, and Dogecoin all climb by more than 10%. So as per trading on Credible Crypto, they say short sellers are now under pressure. So guys, make sure to do us a favor, smash the like button if you like pumps. If you like when the prices go up, right now, smash that like button for us.
Yeah.
It helps out the channel tremendously. If you're watching on mobile, make sure X out of the mobile chat, hit the like button, come back in shortly thereafter. If you're watching on smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of your screen, more actions, more options, hit react and then like this video. It's pointless to dislike these videos. We can't see them. So just go ahead and hit the like button.
The more you like the video, the higher the price will go.
That is true.
Not financial advice, but facts.
Facts. Guaranteed. I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Billions of dollars in Bitcoin and Ethereum moved off exchanges in the past 2 weeks. More bullish news, guys. More bullish news. About $2.6 billion in Bitcoin and $492 million in ETH have been moved off exchanges in the past 15 days. Investors could be moving assets to cold wallets in preparation for a bull run. Let's check out this story here. The amount of Bitcoin and Ethereum leaving exchanges has grown significantly in the past few days. 61,000 Bitcoin, 151,000 ETH. This feels so bullish.
Yeah, it does.
This all is feeling so bullish right now. This is the most bullish crypto has felt since November.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing, and I think part of that is because we felt the pain of some bearishness.
Yeah.
So, you know, it doesn't take as much to feel bullish again. But yeah, the sentiment definitely seems to have been shifting.
Well, when you look at these numbers
Yeah.
that are coming off exchanges,
Mm-hmm.
here's what's important, guys. This is what a lot of you guys, of course, understand this stuff. You've been watching the show for a while. But when it comes to sentiment, there's a difference between the feeling that it gives you, right, of bullishness, and when the feelings are coupled with fundamentals, it's like a supercharge, right? So we can be talking about prices moving, things are exciting, but are there really things there that are exciting other than the price moving? When you're looking at money coming off of exchanges and removing liquidity from the market, that is an incredibly bullish fundamental sign, okay? Prices going up, so it feels bullish. The fundamentals are pointing towards bullishness, but then you've got these kind of macro crypto stories that are even fueling that further, like the merge for Ethereum. That's why people are pulling Ethereum off the exchanges. They're not wanting to sell it. People are wanting to prepare for this merge. This merge, and I'm telling you, this is what's so interesting when we look at the 4-year Bitcoin cycles and you look at the halving. This merge is like a halving in between the halvings. That could be why we're looking at something so bullish right now, because right here in the middle in 2022, we had a halving in 2020. We got another one coming in 2024. The ETH merge is like the triple halving. This is like the halving for altcoins, basically. This is going to be occurring over the summer, and this could be the exact reason why we won't see exactly what we've seen traditionally with the Bitcoin 4-year cycles.
Yeah.
Very interesting to look at. Look at this drop, too. I mean, this is an incredible drop since the beginning of March.
Yeah, wow.
When major assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum leave exchanges, it's generally a sign investors are hoarding assets because they expect a run afterwards. And I will tell you something I wanted to say yesterday on Around the Blockchain that I did not say because it just didn't come up. The fact is, I saw something yesterday on Yahoo. You guys know when I'm on Around the Blockchain, I might be dabbling on Twitter a little bit. I might be checking some stories. You know, I might hold up Yahoo and just look at whatever the crazy mainstream stories are. Do you know what was trending yesterday on the top 10 of Yahoo?
What's that?
the search phrase, buy Bitcoins.
Really?
Absolutely. Yep. It was
With an
yesterday.
S. Buy Bitcoins with an S.
With an S.
Perfect.
What does that tell you?
Yahoo. Yeah. New retail investor.
Retail investor.
Yeah.
That's what it tells you. What is attracting them right now? I don't know. It's very interesting. However, there's not a guarantee of a bull run. It's simply that in the past, there's been a strong correlation between price increases and assets moving off. Other signs are pointing towards growth. Bitcoin recently broke out above 40K, where it had been stagnating for weeks. Ethereum has now had a positive uptick since the news that the merge had taken place on the Kiln testnet. The burn mechanism, EIP 1559, is crushing it right now. So we'll see what happens. But, man, things are sure feeling good and bullish right now. It can change on the drop of a dime.
A lot of people
so good.
asking about when the merge is supposed to happen. It's scheduled, I believe, for June, maybe July. But, it's not set in stone. It still could be moved, but it should be this summer. That's what it's slated for right now.
Over the summer.
Yeah.
But with Ethereum, a lot of stuff does get moved to the side. So, okay. U.S. Fed Chair Powell says crypto needs new rules. Well, nobody asked this guy's opinion because he's not in charge of crypto. But I guess he's going to give it to us anyways.
Sure is.
You know what he needs? He needs the glasses, and this just needs to say, actually, U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, also known as the Christmas elf, said that the crypto market would require new rules as the existing regulatory framework can't take into account the innovations of the market. Speaking at BIS, or the Bank of International Settlements, their summit on CBDCs, he offered some insight into how the U.S. might regulate the market. He said that technology could have positive effects, but it would need new rules. He said that decentralized finance and distributed ledger technology have the potential to improve the efficiency of the payment system and encourage a more competitive financial landscape. This is quite an acknowledgement from the head of one of the country's top 5 financial agencies. Other agencies have said, and their officials have come around to crypto and blockchain as well, though they all seem to encourage some controls. A big surprise. Fed chair said the new products in the market offers could have risks. That's basically what he says here. They're looking for international cooperation. This is one thing I'm going to be talking about on this Bloomberg interview today.
4 minutes on that, by the way.
It technically starts at 12:10.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave at 12, and
Perfect.
then I'll have time. I want to make sure I get situated correctly. So Powell said the international cooperation on the matter of crypto and CBDCs is necessary, yada, yada, yada. We have this. The U.S. Senate will vote on the Accountability for Crypto in El Salvador Act. CZ arrives in El Salvador. So let's see. U.S. Senator Jim Risch of Idaho commented on the passage of proposed legislation on El Salvador out of the U.S. Committee on Foreign Relations, meaning the U.S. Senate will now need a vote.
Wait, so we have to vote on a bill in El Salvador?
That's what I'm trying to. That's not. I think it's how we're going to work with them. It says, as El Salvador has adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, it's important we understand and mitigate potential risks to the U.S. financial system. Our legislation passed by committee today requires the State Department to coordinate with Treasury federal agencies to examine and mitigate these risks, including any potential empowerment of malign actors like China and organized criminal organizations. I'm grateful for these senators for their leadership. This bill requires a State Department report. So this is what this is. Basically, what they want to do is they're going to look at what El Salvador is doing with Bitcoin, making it legal tender, and we're going to create a report on it and figure out potential risks or benefits. And I think this really goes in, in line with what the executive order was, right? Because the executive order wasn't really an order. Like, it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't regulation. It said, hey, let's figure out who needs to manage this.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. This is like us. It's exploratory investigation on what is occurring there and how it can affect us. So very interesting stuff. I did want to cover some of these stories real quick before DZ comes on. Is he in here? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, two minutes, DZ. Anonymous reportedly hacks Russia's central bank, threatens to expose 35,000 secret documents. It would be interesting to see how this affects crypto if it does. It's been precisely a month since the invasion occurred. There's no clear end in sight. NATO, the EU, and other countries refuse to get directly involved in the war. Yet they decided to start imposing various sanctions, mostly financial, against the aggressor, its leaders, and ultimately its people. Companies like Apple, Nike, IKEA, Shell, Goldman Sachs, Visa, MasterCard, PayPal stopped servicing Russian-based customers, which is insane. But now Anonymous has got 35,000 files. So we'll see what this is. Most of it would probably be, stuff that doesn't matter, but there may be some significant stuff in there. Speaking of Russia, Western leaders began crucial day of summits on Russia's war in Ukraine. I also told you guys that basically Vladimir Putin says he will be attending the G20 summit, so I'll be really interested to see what happens there. Leaders attending a slew of emergency summits here Thursday. We're working to settle the next phase of the response. Joe Biden announced new punishment directed at members of Russia's parliament. So I'll let DZ kind of go over more of these stories here with you guys. The one thing I wanted to point out here is this. Longtime Putin advisor has reportedly resigned. Guys, and like I said, I'll let DZ cover these stories, but the main thing I want to tell you is, what happened with Hitler in World War II? How did he ultimately go out? He committed suicide. Why? Because he started feeling so much pressure from the inside that everybody was trying to murder him. He had no control. I think we're starting to see an unfolding of Putin similar to this, where he's starting to get so paranoid that someone is going to try to kill him or that the United States is going to take him out. He was talking about a nuclear threat to the United States, I think, yesterday. Starting to go a little crazy. So what does that mean? It means he's going to be even more unpredictable than he was before. But what's very predictable is when I'm not here, DZ will be here. So I may be back. I may not. Depends on how long this interview goes. DZ.
Right. Tagging in.
Tagging in.
And on that note, I will say this. I think he had a high-level naval commander died in the field of duty. But it's like, really? Is that how that went? Or was that in a back room or something like that? Like, I don't know if he was like on a ship or anything. Yeah, we're adjusting some cameras right now. Hold on, let me move. Like I say what that was, hold on. Where are the yellow pages? Why do we still have those? All right, we're moving on here. We're moving on. All right, so still got one more Putin story. I think there was that. And after that, we're moving on to popular crypto YouTuber confirms he kidnapped and robbed a woman at gunpoint. What is going on with this guy?
That doesn't sound good.
No, lead organizer of a controversial. Is this a story I got to walk into? Jeez, controversial crypto project has confirmed CoinMarketCap that he was charged with kidnapping and robbing a woman way back all the way ago, like a whopping 11 years ago. Except Dogecoin, what a name, has been threatened with legal action amid allegations that use Doge's trademarks, and the fallout also led Twitter users to confirm that the lead organizer and crypto YouTuber Myles G Investments had a criminal past. He masqueraded as the employees of a modeling agency.
Look at this. He's right here in the chat, Myles G Investments.
He wants to be on the show.
He wants
okay.
to join us. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's get some let's start messaging in the background and see what's going on. I'm sure there is a story. Maybe we're going to turn into like a 2020 documentary style show all of a sudden. I'll play the announcer or the host that's like kind of happy about the details. I think they make fun of it. It's like, oh, so then you grab the knife and like they're always happy about it. Like, no, I won't do that. I won't do that. So you grab the rope. No, who knows what's going on? But apparently, he did have that pass. Masqueraded as the employee of a modeling agency to win the victim's trust, and that he held a gun to her head while demanding she hand over a Rolex.
Oh my!
It was later found to be a pellet gun. It was just a pellet gun, everybody. Speaking to CoinMarketCap via direct message, confirmed that the speculation about his criminal past was true, and he made a mistake that hurt many people. 146,000 YouTube subs. And he claims he's now a successful business owner and a multimillionaire with a passion to help people discover financial freedom through investing and trading crypto.
Interesting. So he's friends with Final Stand, Matt Wallace, who we've had up here before.
Yeah. Big shout out to Matt Wallace. Met him. Super cool dude. He loves his Dogecoin for sure. So yeah, wow. This is I feel like this is breaking. This is literally breaking news. Like we have the perp in the chat. The perp is in the chat. So, so it looks like they took down a website in response. Except Dogecoin website has been taken down. A Twitter account has been deleted. Matt Wallace,
there he is.
Final Stand, has expressed interest in being involved with Accept Dogecoin and refused to tell CoinMarketCap whether he was comfortable being personally involved with the project where the lead had a historical conviction for a violent crime. I will say this, a lot of the people in this office, myself included, kind of turned our lives around. Everyone kind of knows Justin Williams' story or Ben's story. And if you don't, you can turn your life around. And, I was a little bit of a dirt bag. I wasn't saying posing as the head of a modeling agency, but, maybe DZ has like a little misdemeanor charge or something. Nothing crazy, Do I have to speed by the Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Who knows? No,
I'd say we're not risk-averse people.
Yeah, we're not risk-averse people. But, yeah, people can change. People can turn their life around. And Scott Adams said this. I know you like Scott Adams.
Yeah.
Every 7 years, every cell in your body is a new cell. You're literally a different person after 7 years on the biological level, on the molecular level, down to the core level. You're a new person. So, I say 2 years ago, you know what? I'm a little cautious. If something's 7 years or more, I lean towards forgiveness and I lean towards, second chances. But,
Absolutely.
like burn me 10 times and, over 2 months. Yeah, maybe I'm like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I won't let them borrow my car keys.
Yeah.
But, I tend to, you're a brand new person after 7 years. So that's my take there. But yeah, they're doing shade stuff. I wouldn't say that. Jeez, it was a long time ago. Who knows? But wow, that was wild. I wasn't expecting to walk into this kind of episode. Is this a crypto show?
Yeah. Well, real quick before we move on, just curious, did you see that clip of the guy jumping the Tesla on Twitter?
Yeah.
That like went flying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he got in trouble. I know people were looking for him, but that was insane. That guy.
Yeah, they're trying to
launched
copy
it.
that David Dobrik
Yeah.
stunt that he did, but way, way faster. And I actually I usually don't watch Keemstar. I used to when I was a Twitch streamer, but I watched the Keemstar last night on it, and someone actually pretended, like they tried to pretend it was them, but then like the heat got too hot, and then they had to do a whole video like, I was kidding, it was a prank, bro. So yeah, don't be careful in those vehicles, people.
Yeah. What I'd say is try to be respectful to the other people out there. He hit a bunch of other cars. Don't rob somebody at gunpoint. That's a pretty traumatic experience, even if it is a joke. Like, just be considerate of the other people. That's my main thing.
Yeah, and I will say, trauma can last more than 7 years because, your cells may change, but a memory can last a lifetime. So,
yeah.
All right, let's talk. Apple removes Trust Wallet. This is bad news. You know what? I never did like Apple's crypto, I don't know. I guess the way they handle the crypto apps, the way they treat decentralized apps just in general. But this is bad. I know a lot of people love their Trust Wallet. So Trust Wallet became unavailable on the App Store on the 21st, stated on the 22nd it will be resolved as soon as possible. Trust Wallet assured users that they would be protected since crypto is stored on the blockchain and the app serves only as an interface to the digital assets. Users were asked temporarily not to update or reinstall the app. This did not affect Android users, however. Many users were unnerved despite the assurances. Some said they deleted the app from their iPhones and wondered how they're going to access it again. Others lost their crypto recovery phrases and all feared losing their crypto holdings. Let's see. It's been around. It was acquired by Binance. It's in 2018, founded by 6 Days. This was announced, a few years ago. And Trust, allows you to. It's just basically a wallet. I know Justin Williams has always extolen its virtues. You can hook up a MetaMask. You can
I love it.
hook up different things. I personally haven't used it. I still just use my MetaMask app. But I will say this, the MetaMask app browser definitely leaves a lot to be desired. And I've heard good things about the Trust Wallet browser.
Yeah.
So
Trust is a simple wallet. I use it. I was just checking when you were reading that story. I was like, oh, let me check on my Trust Wallet. But it's still there. Still has, like you said, it's not going to move anything off the blockchain. As long as you've got your private keys, you could access it from anywhere. But yeah, using the... Go ahead.
I was going to say this chat in the basement chat by the appropriately named Chillgasm. So I'm a virgin again every 7 years. I'm not going to comment. I just had to share that one. All right, that basement chat. I love both the chats, but the ratio of gems in the basement chat's hard to meet. Yeah. But all right, so yeah, it's trapped in Apple's vice-like grip on the iOS apps. Although the app sudden disappearance hasn't been officially explained, experts say it is again likely due to a violation of the app policies, specifically those pertaining to third-party payments. The app doesn't sell crypto and users are redirected to a third-party provider, which indeed seems to be the case here. It has affected a lot of services. Unless you're a country-scale regulator, it's very hard to stand up to Apple. I mean, Apple can bully around a lot of countries. So to keep 27% of commission on the concessions and claimed audit rights on the sales. So rather than be limited to one or the other authority, ACM demanded that devs should be able to do both. Proposal was not considered serious by the Dutch. So we got Dutch coming after him. We got, I'm sure the American regulators aren't a fan. I'm sure Apple doesn't like people swapping crypto or using apps. I'm sure Apple's going to eventually want to get those gas fees from you. They're going to eventually want to get that Coinbase spread. And you don't know what I mean by the Coinbase spread. Interact with Tether, and you'll soon discover Tether is either 99 cents or $1 when I use Coinbase. That's weird. It's never $1, and it always correlates with buying and selling. So I'm sure Apple wants a piece of that eventually. This is kind of what I see as like a long-term game plan for them. Would you agree with that? I know Tim Allen, or Tim Cook, Tim Cook, aka Tim Apple from Orange Man. He holds Ethereum and Bitcoin, I believe. So, from the highest levels of Apple, they are, they do care about crypto, and they do, like working with crypto on a personal level, but they just have a giant corporation, and they have to navigate these roads very, very carefully due to just the behemoth size and, fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders. But I can see Apple being a big mover.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a big mover, and crypto and where it's going, like you're saying, it's not lost on them. They have a great understanding of this. They're also competing in a major way with Apple Pay, so it's in their best interest to make Apple Pay the best wallet for crypto and to keep out other wallets. So getting any kind of Bitcoin or altcoin wallet through the Apple Store has never been easy since the beginning of time, even though they get 30% of all the fees or in-app purchases that happen. So you'd think they'd want to list them all. They don't want to list things that are going to compete with what they perceive to be their core business over the next 10 years, which I think online payments is a big focus for them.
No, and I think you raised a good point, kind of put those little chinks in the armor of these people building today. So, when you go to battle 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, you kind of know, we weakened them from the get-go. So, hit those hit that little Achilles heel. People let me, Tim Allen, Infinity Beyond. I know it's, I know it's that guy. Okay, it's Tim Cook. All right. Can Coinbase adding Cardano, ADA fans, where are you at? Staking rewards further aid the price pump. One of the top showstoppers of the week has been ADA. Finally managed to pull its price above that dollar mark. Positive market news has been key to ADA's recent price jump, apart from larger market recovery. I was a net buyer at 120. I was early before that. I was a net buyer like 60 cents. You know what? I'm probably going to be still a net buyer because I love my Cardano NFTs. Publicly traded cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase announced on the 24th that it's going to offer staking for Cardano. This move aligns with Coinbase's plan to continue scaling their staking portfolio in 2022. Blog shared that the current APY, it's a pretty paltry 3.75% APY. But I will say this about Cardano people. They're long-term holders. They're diamond handers. I mean, 3.75 is better than 0%. Coinbase aims to increase its staking options, and they plan to continue to scale the staking portfolio this year. It joins a list including Algorand, Cosmos, Ethereum, and Tezos, and its price has witnessed a significant boost after months of downtrend. Crucial development that fueled a bullish narrative among ADA is the network upgrade. I don't know if it's so much the upgrade. I think it's the DeFi upgrades. The network upgrades have had a bullish impact on the altcoin price trajectory, fueling demand for ADA across exchanges. As of press time, it's 111, noting about a 15% daily and a 30% weekly rise in the price. The recent uptrend combines a technical bounce from oversold levels and a bullish long-term outlook, considering the upgrades here. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. I mean, where it wicks, it goes. And then, we got a low, we get a low. Then it looks like maybe I'd have to zoom in a little bit, maybe a little slightly higher low and another slightly higher low. And people took that as a sign for a blast off here. So I know I've been a fan. I've been just quietly accumulating. I market bought thousands of Cardano early January, and then just entered that ecosystem of Cardano NFTs and just been trying to flip my way up. I got myself a Space Buds, but I'm pretty low on liquid Cardano at the moment. But I will say this, we haven't seen an inverse effect of Cardano NFTs with the Cardano price like we see with Ethereum. Oftentimes Ethereum pumps, you'll see Bored Apes go down, you'll see CryptoPunks go down, because when something's, $300,000 and the native token rises 20%, 15% in a week, You know, did that NFT, did that $300,000 NFT deserve a $45,000 bump in price? You know, maybe not so much, but we're not really seeing that with Cardano. So I'm thankful while Cardano pumps, you know, my NFTs aren't plummeting like they do with Ethereum.
If people wanted to follow along for that kind of stuff, say they're way into NFTs, where's the best place to keep up with that journey?
The best place in the entire world, the entire universe, Andromeda, everywhere, is going to be NFT Alpha.
Yeah.
It's the show I host. It's a channel I host with Justin Williams. We put out regular content. We put out daily content, essentially. Justin's gone. You know, he's taking care. The baby was born. So, you know, right now it's kind of the Deezy channel, but Justin will be back Monday. So, you know, don't worry. You know, baby Justin will be back. So really great content. I know we're putting out, you know, just upcoming Cardano NFTs, Solana, Ethereum, how to buy, how to get a wallet, you know, what wallets, how do I, you know, not lose money? How do I join the Discord? We got all those. We got some great evergreen videos. We got some great up-to-date videos. We're going to have something coming out at 3 p.m. today. So go to NFT Alpha YouTube channel. Make sure you're subbed and make sure you turn on those notifications. But yeah, we put out regular content. It's
got the alpha,
stuff.
guys. It's good. If you want to learn how to do exactly what he just said, start with a little bit of ADA and flip it up into something valuable. Follow that journey.
Yeah, I haven't added Cardano to my wallet. You know, I don't remember what the exact number was. I think I did about 1,000, then maybe 1,500, maybe another 1,000, around 3,000, maybe 4. My Cardano NFT portfolios maybe pushing. It's definitely above 10,000. It's maybe pushing 15.
There you go.
I've probably 5x'd my portfolio. So yeah, definitely. A lot of, I mean, we tell you the profits, you know, that we're making or not making, and we're getting more hits than misses. So come join the Alpha Squad. That's all I'm going to say.
They eat, sleep, breathe this stuff. So.
Yeah, I wake up thrashing in the night. I say, Bored Ape, you know, Ape Coin.
You hear Discord notifications nonstop.
Just nonstop. Yeah. Am I in the whitelist? All right, let's move forward here. SEC scores a minor victory in legal dispute with Ripple Labs. But luckily, just a minor victory here. SEC has been granted an extension to submit discovery schedule relating to Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson as part of the case against Ripple Labs. While the ruling in favor of the SEC in this instance marks a small win, some onlookers have suggested that the enforcement body, they're dragging their heels. They're slowing the case down to frustrate Ripple Labs. The latest development was highlighted by a defense lawyer and former U.S. federal prosecutor James, how do you say it? Fillon?
Sure.
Like Milan?
Yeah.
Fillon, who cited a text-only order from the court earlier today. SEC shall inform the court of its position on whether any additional discovery is required within a week of the filing of the individual defendants. As part of the delayed schedule, the defendants now have until April 8th to submit an answer to the SEC complaints, while the SEC's decision on additional discovery is due the following week on the 15th, and a joint proposed scheduling order is also due on 4/22. So, however, the dates are not set in stone and could change depending on how fast Ripple Labs moves. So the XRP community reaction to the post was mixed. Some are angry. Some are just, saying just trying to gain time in a case already lost, while others suggesting that delays could be good in the long run. Cole, the mailman, said, "This is a good thing. SEC will have no excuse as to timelines and more delays after a schedule has been confirmed. Also, they will not be able to say they were rushed. And if it comes down to the summary judgment, so look, we're going to keep up to date with this SEC stuff, with this Ripple stuff. You know, me and Frank were, before we jump to this next one, we kind of had a dream scenario here. Can you imagine this? You know, we're kind of trading in this long-term Bitcoin channel.
Mm-hmm.
We looked at the 2-day chart. I just found this randomly. I don't know if he's probably covered it on his channel, and we're reaching as low as it usually gets as far as the money flow. So it seemed like we hit a money flow bottom. Can you imagine if we get another run up with Bitcoin and towards the peak, then the XRP case is settled?
Yeah.
That is going to be win Lambo for sure. So
yeah,
I know the XRP crowd wants that to happen.
Absolutely.
Why hasn't TJ followed me back on Twitter like he said? J-Chains did. Your move, Chief. All right.
Saw it. I don't get on Twitter too much. I'll look in the notifications next time I do. I hope your name's the same. If it's a different name, you can't really hold that against me.
CNFT's next big thing. I don't know. Go to NFT Alpha YouTube channel and maybe find out. All right. Next Ripple article here. Regulator wants to redact some notes taken during the meeting with third parties. Why does this regulator want to redact some notes? Wait a minute, some things said that they don't want shared. SEC has filed a new motion asking permission to redact these notes. Plaintiff argues that the notes are protected by deliberative process privilege. The DPP, a common law principle that shields internal agency information. As reported by You Today, the motion to compel the production of some of their internal documents was partially granted by the judge. The draft emails that shed more light on the infamous Ethereum speech of the former top official are at the center of the dispute, of course, referencing saying Ethereum's not a security. Ripple keeps accusing the SEC of forcing it to compete on an uneven playing field by providing regulatory clarity for its competitor and then filing a lawsuit against them. So, moreover, they're asking the court to reconsider the process ruling, arguing that piercing that DPP. In its most recent motion, the SEC states the court has allowed it to redact any portion of the notes that reflect the author's own thinking or the staff's deliberations. I don't think that's right. I don't think they should be able to hide what the author's own thinking is. But, I mean, it is a little bit of a sketchy area. We talk about, like, I want your draft emails. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that. Obviously, I want Ripple to win. Obviously, SEC is overstepping their bounds. Obviously, they're obfuscating the whole situation for their benefit. But as someone who loves freedom, reading redacted or draft emails, I don't know if that should just generally be allowed in, the court of law. But oftentimes, that's how people communicate. We saw it with that. I think it was the astronaut that wore the diaper and drove to Florida. I think, she was like communicating, and then CIA, they'll do the same thing.
Yeah.
You share an email account, two people, you share an account. And you never send an email, you just create drafts. And then you log into the email, oh, they got a draft. You then delete it and then leave another draft.
Right.
So if some of that's going on, maybe they do need to share that information. But yeah, it's a tough thing to navigate because, one end, we do love crypto, but on the other end, we don't want the government overstepping their power. So it's a gray area. I will say that. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's definitely... It's strange. This is the stuff we deal with when we use third parties to handle all of our information. Is Google going to turn it over? To me, it's grasping at straws. Like, it's very irrelevant to the case. They're just trying to delay, in my opinion. So I think this is more legal positioning and kind of the legal gymnastics of what a good attorney can do to drag something out. But I do tend to agree it is a weird area. I know we've seen it with different insurrection type groups in the past where they would use exactly this technique. Go to a internet cafe or basically a place with free Wi-Fi, use a generic Gmail account that nobody, that's never sent an email, open and close these drafts. It's a workaround to maintain privacy, and it's sad that that's what we have to do. But there are other privacy tools coming out there, I would say. So, Myles G.
Yeah.
You can contact us at marketing@bitboycrypto.com. Just tell them who you are, that you talk to us in chat during the live stream, and that'll get to us.
Yeah, and that basement chat. I wear a diaper during the stream. Too many things I can't miss.
Yeah.
That's the dedication we like to see.
We
if you
love it.
feel 1/10 of that dedication, you'll hit that like button right now. You'll smash it. You'll tap it. You'll elbow drop it. You'll blow on it real hard, whatever it says. But, let's see. Wrap it up. All right. So we're on the quick hits real quick. Let's see. We'll hit this one. AVAX price ready to break out of the pennant. Here's what's next. So we got a little bullish breakout here. Threats do persist. It coiled up for roughly 2.5 months before breaching out of the technical pattern. This breakout, while bullish, faces a threat of undoing the gains registered. Maybe just sounds like a little healthy pullback there. The form technical pattern forecasts a massive breakout and no particular direction, maybe trading sideways in that little Bollinger Band space. But on the 19th, it did manage to produce a daily candlestick close above that upper trend line, which is a sign of the bullish breakout. So, hey, what do you know? Interesting enough, the Bollinger Bandwidth indicator seems to be hovering at 0.34, just above the local bottom of 0.22. So this is an indicator to use forecast volatile moves. It's, we kind of talked about it with, was it Gareth Soloway? The longer it trades sideways in a thing, it's like pushing a spring, the tighter, the longer you hold it, the more it's going to boing. So, it's something to watch. Those Bollinger Bands, it is a gamble and it is a good way to trade. Sometimes trading within a channel, that's boring. 2%. It's up 1.6 on 5x leverage. I turned $100 and I made a sandwich extra out of it.
Yeah.
But that Bollinger Band, that's if you really the real degens would trade those breakouts, you know what I mean? Because that's when you get those really big pumps or dumps. You know, I don't short, but you know, I know some do. But we wrapping it up. Is that about
Yeah, I've got an interview in here in a few minutes. But if you had I guess we could do any questions. What do you guys think about ApeCoin? What's your I know you've probably
and you know what? I got some free. Obviously,
Right.
I sold it a little early, but I did reinvest. You know, I swapped it for ETH, and then I redeployed my ETH into the NFT ecosystem. I guess that, you know what? I think everyone's going to, you know, eventually capitulate on some ApeCoin. They're going to get some ETH, and then they're going to start spending it. We saw it with the Looks Rare drop. We saw it with the WTF drop. We saw it with the gas drop. So when NFT degens are given free money, they go shopping. And so I sold early and then went shopping. Now that ApeCoin, it doubled if I would have caught that top. But you know what? ETH pumped and my NFTs pumped a little. So you know what? I'm happy with what happened there. But I kept 1/4. I have a mutant, so I have 500 coins. I will say this. I was thinking about a DCA. DZ DCAs on Coinbase.
There you go.
He buys that one chain link, you know. I've been thinking about buying, you know, a little ApeCoin on my DCA. I do it every Friday. So I don't know. Maybe I'll, it's something I'm going to be watching. Is it the next Doge? I don't know about that, but I wouldn't bet against Yuga Labs. You know, we did that ATB last night. You saw that list of people. If you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch that. But Google Ventures, you know, Shaq, Mark Cuban, Samsung, Adidas, just so many people involved with this coin. So I'm pretty bullish, but I mean, it's a high market cap. You know, it's speaking of Link, it's like twice Chainlink's or triple Chainlink's market cap. I don't think it deserves that, but I think Chainlink should be higher. So, you know, maybe I'm using the wrong metric there.
Well, no, I think that was good advice. So you're saying you DCA into it. You're not necessarily trying to wait or snipe a specific entry point because it's too hard to tell. Somebody asked, is 10 good? Sure, 10's decent for now. Like, obviously, it launched very low, 7, pumped all the way up to 16, something like that. 10, you could make a case for support there, but it could also continue to just run all the way up. So,
and that's why, you know, with the DCA strategy, you do that with coins you believe in, that you believe in the long term. So 52 weeks in a year, you know, you spend 26 weeks DCAing in a coin, you got a whole half year of volatility and price action. It's going to average out. And if you choose those good, strong coins that have a long-term plan, roadmap, use case, utility, it will pay off in the long run. So, you know, my first chain link, I think, was $2-3. And you know what? I probably bought some a week or two ago. So it's just a long-term. I wish I would have sold more at 50. I'll go ahead and say it. I wish I sold more, but you know what? I'm a long-term believer. So, you know, it's the real deal.
That's right.
Is that about it? Is that all we got?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, so again, make sure you check out NFT Alpha. Go subscribe to that channel. Of course, we also have Meta Money, Frankie Candles, great channels. We're putting out content all the time. And until 5 p.m. or 3 p.m. if you're watching NFT Alpha, easy out.